Okay, so this is Battle Factory, which is basically random battles, except you have to play a tier. So like the tier is randomized, if that makes sense. So here we got a random tier that is OU, and we have random Pokemon for the OU tier, and you can find it by going to, it's kind of hidden away. You have to go here to Battle Factory. It's a really fun game mode. We'll try it out. If you guys like it, we'll try and make a push to #1. If you want to see that happen, make sure to subscribe, like the video, etc. But let's get into it. We have an OU battle here. I like Cinderace as a great lead. You can U-turn on stuff pretty comfortably. Great lead, in fact. Cinderace and Rillaboom, we can U-turn. Honestly, we have a really good core of... Okay, that stayed in there. Critical hit, we take that. We go Hydrapple here, which regen can take everything. We have a really good defensive core. Look at the defense on that. Takes that comfortably. They go to Clefable. Probably to Stealth Rock. We are also Stealth Rock. We have Court Change too. I'm going to play a little aggressively here. I'm going to go to Cinderace here. How do they respond? They knock off. That's good to get rid of my heavy duty boots. I threaten Pyro Ball. I threaten U-turn. I threaten Gunk Shot. I'm going to Pyro Ball. If they go to Dondozo, I don't really care. I U-turn into my Alomomola, which can tank Dondozo. Yeah, exactly. You can't do anything versus my Cinderace here. Alright, we take that. Now, how do we attack it? We have Expert Belt Darkrai, which I'm a big fan of. But that's not really... Is it... Okay, we have to think. Is it worth it to commit the early Terra Poison? I'm actually thinking this is fine to do. And the reason I think it's fine is they're really weak to the Poison type. And I'm okay giving up an early Terra. I'm completely fine with doing that. Because you look at Clefable. Generally a good matchup into our team. Good into Weavile, good into Hydrapple, good into Alomomola. It's a good Pokemon, so I'm very comfortable trading 1-for-1 here. Now, how do they respond? There's no real obvious answer. Zamazenta, not good into Poison, right? At best, you have Raging Bolt. Yeah, exactly. And I have Expert Belt Ice Beam. They Volt Switch, not really good enough. And this is beautiful for Darkrai. A really good Darkrai matchup. Now, I'm not even sure you can respond. They go to Zamazenta, okay. I can play it safe. I don't have to immediately deal with it. The Iron Defense, I do have Clefable. We can fish Scald as well. 51. This might have been not the best idea for me. They're leftovers, okay. Yeah, this is kind of not great. The good thing we're chipping it down. The main problem is we don't have speed. We don't have any speed on our team. We have to be careful. Like, that's something I didn't consider because typically when I'm playing an OU game, I have at least one way to outspeed Zamazenta. Like, you have to build a team that can outspeed Zamazenta. So not having that's a big deal. And I didn't really consider that I have no way to outspeed it. So I definitely have to keep that, I have to be aware of that. Go to Cinderace here defensively. Take the knockoff. Now we can U-turn. And I really like Darkrai here. We'll heal up Darkrai to take the body press a little bit better. They still have their Terra. So that's going to be something to watch out for as well. But what do? They go to Dondozo. I can go Hydrapple here. Nasty Plot, and then I Fickle Beam Giga Drain. I do whatever I want. Truthfully, Hydrapple could have taken on Zamazenta as well. Drop a Fickle Beam into them. They can Calm Mind, doesn't really matter. Or maybe it does matter. Yeah, not really. We do way too much damage. Eventually, we're going to proc the Fickle Beam. Yeah, just way too much damage. Look at that. And Zamazenta will come in now. Hit him with the Giga Drain. We don't even faint. Like, Hydrapple's defense stat is great. Take that. Okay, we take it again, and we're going to win now. Yep, there we go. They didn't even use their Terra. We take that GG. Alright, a little unlucky in that it's OU again, which I like, because OU is probably my best tier. But unfortunately for you, you guys don't get to see a different tier. But Pheasantipity Deoxys offensive, Darkrai offensive, Kyurem, okay, I like Kyurem. Hoopa, like that too. Now, the problem... Actually, it's not that bad. Moltres could be an issue, but really not that bad. The problem actually is gonna be Cinderace. We have no Cinderace matchup at all. It's gonna be able to U-turn for free on a lot of our Pokemon. I like Pheasantipity, kind of. We can try that. Okay. They probably want Stealth Rock here. If you were gonna lead it, that's why you would do it. Let's go to Hoopa. We have a pretty free knockoff. Hoopa's main benefit is it's so strong. Okay, they're giving up knockoff into Chansey. That's going to be big. And the reason it's big is we have a lot of special attacking Pokemon. Getting rid of Eviolite is great. We can drop another one in too. Okay, maybe not. We do have Thunderbolt. We can shoot one of these too. I don't think these have... Yeah, they... critical hit? Okay. Well, I think at this point we stay in. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Not incredible value, because Hoopas are maybe our best Pokemon. Now they can U-turn. I guess we go Pheasantipity. Yep. Now, we can maybe Roost stall Cinderace here, or we can, you know, beat up, for example, get a poison on it. They go Corviknight. U-turn on that. It is heavy duty boot, so maybe I shouldn't have done that, but at least I found out. Okay. I wonder what they want to go to. They go to Chansey. I'm pretty sure I beat you 1v1. Okay. So we are still low ladder. They might not know the ability. Do I want to take this on? I think I can Terra Fairy, to be honest. Yeah, I think I can do that. Shadow Ball, yeah. I don't believe these have Gunk Shot. There we go. Oh, I get burnt. I could have recovered, but they get the forfeit. So, that was more of a low ladder game. But let's keep going. Alright, we have something different. We have a UU game, which is the second tier. Pecharunt, Skarmory, Keldeo, Ogerpon, Gastrodon, Skeletor. I like our team. I think it's a good team. They have a Sand Core. They have Excadrill and T-Tar. Do I have U-turn? I kind of like leading Keldeo and just putting immediate pressure on them. Keldeo into Tyranitar. We're going to flip turn as a very likely go Hydrapple here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, how do we attack the Hydrapple here? Skarmory is one way of doing it. Another way is Pecharunt. I like Skarmory here. We threaten Brave Bird. We can get hazards up too. I predict Skeledirge coming in maybe, but they could stay in maybe. It's kind of hard to tell what people are going to do at low ladder. They could try and nasty plot their way through, which isn't even a bad play to be honest, right? Their idea could be to use Hydrapple to weaken Skarmory for Excadrill, for example. So we do have to be careful, but it is looking alright. It really depends what they want to do here. If they nasty plot, do they Giga Drain? They go Skeledirge. The problem for them going Skeledirge is that my Keldeo is kind of a free switch in. Now, Hydrapple, Keldeo. Keldeo doesn't do a lot of damage to Hydrapple. Even if you hit a fighting move predicting Hydrapple, you don't do anything. And it has regen as well. Yeah, they do go Skeledirge. I'm going to use Keldeo. They Willowed. Okay, now I can flip turn. They should be scared. They should be, but it's kind of obvious that I'm going to flip turn. But they should be scared of... Yeah, there we go. Is it Pecharunt time now? I don't hate it. We'll go Pecharunt here, and we'll Parting Shot. So if they go to Excadrill, we're fine. This might be a more methodical game than we're used to. Okay. Balloon, okay. Into Ogerpon. Now the difference here... Actually, do I just Cudgel? I could knock, I could cudgel, I could U-turn. I don't mind U-turning here. We want to remove the balloon or make them switch. Oh, they just forfeited. Yeah, they got caught in the vortex. We just got the early forfeit. That's cool. Let's hopefully get one more game in a different tier now. Alright, now we have PU. Now, PU is the lowest tier. So you have Pokemon like Sneasel, for example. And we also have Pokemon like Tornadus, for example. Ambipom, kind of like the Ambipom lead. Florges with Choice Scarf, okay. Venusaur kind of counters that. Articuno is cool. If you have Future Sight, you turn into Ambipom. You have a lot of good combos going on. I kind of like just going Ambipom. Fake out, get good damage. We don't have a great Skunk Tank matchup. It's alright. But that's a matchup here. Okay. We will take a lot of damage and recoil, but we should be removing Skunk Tank and then taking like Aftermath. Yeah, that's a lot of recoil damage. But I think it's worth it to remove a Pokemon that we were kind of weak to. Now, they go to Tornadus, but I outspeed you. I outspeed you, Tornadus. What are you doing? What are you doing? Uh-oh. I outspeed them. 1, 2, 3, and we get the... They leave the game. Alright, we get the win. Okay, in our lucky day, we get OU again. Got some favorites like Mandibuzz, Iron Moth is one of my favorite Pokemon. Slowking Galar is good. King Gambit, hello, okay. Now, King Gambit into Great Tusk is kind of unfortunate, but still, we have alright Pokemon. Kyurem, we have Kyurem to do stuff. Now, I would like to lead Kyurem into Lando, but I'm scared of them going, you know, Iron Crown. Should I just do it anyway? The problem, they go Iron Crown. I don't have a switch in. Let's try it. Kyurem. They did lead Iron Crown. I can go Scizor on that. They can Volt, but I think Scizor is alright overall. If I can focus on weakening Great Tusk, like the fact that they have double ground into King Gambit's a little annoying. That is powerful. That is Choice Specs damage, alright. But now I have a powerful U-turn. I can gain momentum back. If they go to something physically defensive, I can... Yep, this is what we want. Now we can go Kyurem. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna make a predict here. Okay, come on. That was an off... That was a predict. I got the predict right. The problem is I only did 42. Let's go to Mandibuzz here. Good physical defense. The problem is it countered by Clefable. But we don't care, we're countered by Clefable because we have Slowking for Clefable. The main problem would be Stealth Rock going up, that's annoying, but it's not terrible. Get taunted. Not ideal. Now they can go to Clefable here. If it's Stealth Rock Lando, it must not be Stealth Rock Clefable. So it could be like a Calm Mind Clefable maybe? Okay, they go to Great Tusk. I can Roost probably. I don't even need to Roost. I can Toxic. Okay. Okay, that's a problem now. Yeah, we take the attacks fine. It's Toxic here. Okay, that was kind of annoying that it happened like that, but it can't be helped. I can go Slowking Galar. And we're hoping they don't predict us, but it's a pretty... Okay, they don't predict us. That's good. It's a relatively obvious predict to make. I'm just going to go for it again. Okay. And now we go Mandibuzz. If they predict us here, they predict us here. They don't. Thank God. Alright. They go to Iron Crown. This is tough. I think we're going to have to... Okay, do we have to give up Mandibuzz, or can we go to Slowking right now? Pivot through. We weakened Goodra for Iron Moth, which is good. I might want to try and find a way to defog later, but I don't think that's realistic. But we did weaken... Here's the thing. We did weaken Great Tusk for... We got rid of Great Tusk for King Gambit, and we weakened Lando. Do we want to go to Slowking? But if we go to Slowking, then what? We don't do anything after it. I think we do give up Mandibuzz here. Yeah, that's fine. Now what do they go do? I really like our late game Iron Moth. If we can get that going, we could do well, but then they have their Terra Water Ogerpon. They go to Goodra, okay. Okay. Let's put pressure with Kowtow Cleave immediately. I'm okay with getting hit for damage. Okay, there we go. Get hit with Gooey, but Kingambit looking incredibly strong now. But we have to be careful. We go to Lando. I'm just going to go hard cure him. Rip it off here. Do they U-turn? They do. Good play. Now I'm going to have to eat Iron Crown here. I think I had to give it up. Ice Beam's better. I give up Kyurem here. Now, Iron Moth, I think it's time. We just inflict large amounts of damage here. We're faster than everything too. And we're angling for the late game Kingambit. We're going for that end game. They should keep Iron Crown alive. It's your best Pokemon here. Yeah, they keep it alive. Okay. They could Terra. Does it work? Moveset Clefable. Does it work? No, it does not work. There must be some command for it to tell you what it does. Battle Factory, maybe? Oh? Leftover Sticky Barb. We're looking, do any of them have Encore? One of them has Calm Mind. Okay. None of them have Encore. Let's substitute. Okay. Now we can Sludge Wave through. And they're in trouble now. They're in big trouble. The problem is even Terra doesn't help them here. Oh, well. It almost helped them. Fiery Dance, get that ×2. And Iron Moth, really good in OU. And really good in Battle Factory OU too. The speed and the power becomes devastating with that typing. Ogerpon, they don't have their Terra. And we're going to finish it off with Iron Moth. A little tricky to play around Iron Crown, but Iron Moth did its job. I want to end the video there, and let me know if you want to see more Battle Factory content tomorrow.